Hi, how's it going everybody? Happy early Halloween. Plan for today is to do a little build for spooky season. For some reason I decided to build on Snoozle instead of in Happy Home Paradise, so I'm gonna have to take this down eventually. Maybe I'll keep the terraforming, I'm not sure. But since Snoozle is eventually going to be like a Kidcore island type of thing, and spooky season is right around the corner, I thought I would combine the two and do a little spooky Kidcore type of build. I'm not sure if it's really that Kidcore. I feel like I realized in hindsight that I could have done a lot more to it, but at the end I'm still pretty content with how everything looks. Please ignore the other custom designs I have in my design portal right now. I haven't talked about them yet, but I'm thinking I might use them for the island at some point. But the big one is that I downloaded that dirt and autumn leaf pile combo path thingy. So that's the primary path that I use in this little entrance. I'm still getting used to working with 9-tile paths and stuff, so I have to make some quick adjustments to this little patch of dirt to make it less phallic. But I'm pretty happy with the shape of it now. I have another video I was working on around the same time as this one where it's just talking about planning my island. I originally wanted that video to be up before this one, but I just haven't gotten around to getting the remaining assets and stuff that I need for that video yet. Since this one was a little further along, I figured I could wrap this one up a little more easily and get it uploaded. If anybody was around for the tail end of Dabba-Dee, which I feel like would be most people who have been on this channel because I finished Dabba-Dee fairly recently, but I think I mentioned in one of my Dabba-Dee videos that I want to do a 30-day challenge again at some point. And originally the plan was to do a 30-day island in October because I did want to do Spooky Kidcore really badly, but obviously that didn't happen. And frankly, I probably should give myself more time before I do my next 30-day island because I'm not good at it. Very unreliable with time management and stuff. Like, I don't know how people can juggle a YouTube channel while also still working, because I work full-time while also doing this, and I don't understand how people have the time. I also go to bed really early, so I think that's part of it too. I prioritize sleep over every other aspect of my existence, so that probably doesn't help me out very much. Other than using the standee items, I'm not 100% sure how I could incorporate more Kidcore into a theme like this. I enjoy the way the tree standees look. I think they're really cute, and I think they do add a lot to the Kidcore vibe, but I'm still trying to figure out if I would want to add more color or if I should still keep it kind of monochromatic with just more so orange related things and less just color explosion. I'm not 100% sure. I'll probably keep this build up at least a little bit, probably through November, maybe late November if I'm feeling really lazy, but I think I might actually keep the terraforming. The terraforming I think is kind of nice up here. I'll talk more about it in my island planning video that I'm hopefully going to upload soon-ish, but I think I want more of a natural type of island with Kidcore elements in it, because I feel like a lot of Kidcore islands are city-based or have a lot more structure to them, and I don't think that's something I am capable of doing right now, nor do I think it's something I really want to do, so I'm just gonna not do it. I added a couple of the wooden block items because I realized that if I wanted to add more of a Kidcore vibe, I couldn't just be working with orange, and also just because the block still didn't have an orange swatch, so I couldn't. So I was kind of stuck using the yellow, but I actually really like the way the yellow looks in with all of this. But the block furniture and the standees are really putting in the work for the Kidcore vibes. I had so much trouble just getting items positioned where I wanted them to be. Moments like this make me wish that Animal Crossing had more of a Sims-like build mode, or honestly, more like how build mode is in your house. But wait, we have that in Happy Home Paradise, kinda. Well, yeah, kinda. We don't have terraforming like that though. I don't know what I'm saying. I just struggled a lot with putting items down. I also didn't realize that you couldn't put things on the wooden block bench, which I feel like it's a missed opportunity because you can put other things on benches. I think you can put stuff on the log benches, if I remember right. So I don't know why you can't put them on the block benches as well. It gets so confusing to try to say wooden log bench versus wooden block bench for me. It's just kind of like a tongue twister, but it shouldn't be. Quick question for everybody. What's your Halloween costumes? / what are you doing for Halloween? I don't really have a costume this year. I'm gonna be on the road with a couple other my coworkers because we have a conference that we need to go to. I'm not gonna be wearing a Halloween costume in the car. That sounds too uncomfortable. Totally not worth it. We're leaving at like 6 a.m. so no way in hell I'm gonna do anything other than the bare minimum to my appearance. I don't really go to corporate events and conferences and stuff, so this is gonna be kind of weird for me. I also don't do crowds and people very well, so I am nervous. Since I knew I was going to be tearing this build down eventually, I didn't really see the point in doing a ton of extra terraforming. If I do keep this set up for an entrance, I might enhance the terraforming more, but I'm still not sure if I want to keep them or if I want to scrap them and start for something completely different. I realized that the 2 or 3 Kidcore items I had wasn't enough for me to get the theme across, so I added in some of these wooden planks. I was just so scared to add extra color. I was worried it was going to be too much. I feel like Sunset also just makes the colors feel a little more uniform because everything kind of has a slight orange wash to it. But I think that helped me feel less worried about adding a ton of color to this, because I really like the way the little plank custom designs look. I also added in a couple of the vertical board fences, I think that's what it's called, the tall, kind of wonky wooden fences. I added a couple of those in and I think they are so cute. Most of the building at the very end is me just making slight changes to an area, running back to the front, seeing if I like it, realizing that I don't like it, and changing it back to how it was before. And if I don't bring it back to how it was before originally, the changes that I made are negligible at best. I did find that I like having the arch further back. I thought that was kind of fun. And since that area is already kind of narrow to begin with, it doesn't really affect movement too much, at least I hope it doesn't. But I'm always just so used to having the arch at the actual entranceway, like right at the airport. So I think having it in a slightly different spot was actually kind of fun. And with those final couple little tweaks and stuff, my spooky Kidcore entrance is complete. I think it leans more spooky than Kidcore, but I think that's kind of inevitable with how many pumpkins I have everywhere. I could probably make it more Kidcore, but overall I'm happy with how it looks. I think that's about it for me. If you have any suggestions for future videos or anything, feel free to let me know. And, you know, like and subscribe and all that. But that will be it for me today. I will see you all later. Bye!